because non-duality is a solution before the problem. It's not a solution that comes after the problem. It's a solution before the problem, and it gives you a vision of the problem that doesn't make it a problem. You don't see that you're the obstacle anymore. Yeah, you just don't. And it's such a beautiful, it's these two solutions in an action figure way. The solution of recovery was primo. Yeah, but really the greatest solution to me is before the problem. And what non-duality doesn't take the place of a life of recovery, it illuminates a life of recovery. And whatever life you're involved in, sports, recluse, social, whatever, it will illuminate wherever you are in a way that your head cannot do. Your head's headlights are too fucking self-centered, yeah? And they're a dualistic headlight, and they just focus on one thing, you, the you that you're not. Non-duality is like if you could have a panoramic headlight. Just, you would be, there it is, it's lighting where you're going, and then suddenly you got a panoramic view. Yeah, that's what it's like. And then you see that panoramic view is truly the only aperture, and this little duality looking way is just an appearance in it. They're not competing. There's not a competition between one and the other. It's sort of like there's a huge thing that this little thing is inside the mouth of. It's already been swallowed. It's already apart. It's not a threat to the huge view. Yeah? So when you see the myopic, you also see, the panoramic, you see myopically, and you recognize it as not you, and you start recognize what you is and what it isn't, yeah? And it's basically a condition that has to be constantly reinforced, and in the reinforcing of it, it overplays its hand, and then it can be used to bring about a recognition, I'm not that, yes? Which is what we do here, truly. You have all the evidence you need to look at something to get a different message. The same thing that was making and repeating the same message can be translated in a different way if you greet it with, I'm not that. So while you is parading, running around the head, telling you about the past and future, this and that, and you're watching it, but you're in an attitude, I'm not that. And you know what? It's true. So there's some weight behind it. You don't have to yell or amplify the yell because it's true. It can even be whispered. You just, I'm not that. Yeah. You don't have a dog in the hunt. It's not like it's bad enough. I'm just not that. Yeah, that's it. And then suddenly you're onto something, and that being onto something produces effects here. Yeah. And to me, the effect, we call it traveling lighter. And on this level, what more do you want? That's what really people, they're looking for a transcendence just to travel lighter here. Yeah, they think if they transcended here, they travel lighter here. But the traveling lighter is below. It's not in the sky above, and you're going to go and arrive there. It's already so. We just have to dispute the lies and the misunderstanding that has become so, we're enamored with it. The head is addicted to it. Like in Buddhism, they call it the cherishing of self. I believe the head, the mental processes, are addicted to this idea of being a you. They are. And I think it's so unbelievable that we are trying to get out of taking drugs as the mental drug. We don't see self as something other than us. We see self as us, but it's the drug. It's a drug. That's why trying to get out of this are all the other addictions. And why they don't work is because you try to get out of self as self. If you realize you weren't self, you would lose interest in getting out of it. And that's truly the way to get out, is you have no fucking dog in the hunt about being in or out of it, really. Yeah. You've realized the futility of trying to arrive at where you already are, or trying to leave from everywhere, which is impossible. Yeah. It dawns on you, no matter how let's say you're 8 levels below a coconut, it's still going to break through that fucking shell because it's a fact. Yeah. Non-duality isn't giving you a magic trick to come back the other magic tricks. It's really a recognition of something that's already so. Yeah. It's not like we come to a new beginning. We've come to what's always beginning. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. That's why here, and then you want to bring this into recovery, because recovery, you recover from some things in a way, but other things may be lagging. And this light illuminates those other things. And you could probably find a lot more relief in your life of recovery if you could see that that which has defeated you is foreign to you. If you could see that which you take or something takes to be you, and I would say it's something, the head is not you. If you could just entertain that possibility and let it be applied to what's actually just happening. You don't have to go to a special setting or shit like that. You're not going to have to take anything. Just apply it to what's going on right now and see with this understanding what will get emphasized, because it's going to be different than the way you're looking at it now. Yeah. It's going to call, the non-duality understanding is going to call something and amplify something that was always being muted with the head. Yeah. So the head had the orchestra, but a lot of the fucking instruments weren't playing. This is like all the instruments get their fucking solo. Yeah. 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 It's cool.